Hey guys, Zach here. I know it's called football. Arsenal losing 2-0 to Newcastle at St. James's Park. I'm not even going to make this video very long. There's not really too much to talk about. The Champions League spot almost surely gone now and will be earned by Tottenham Hotspur. They have to go to Norwich, already relegated Norwich. I'm not even going to talk about the referee today. He didn't do anything to lose us the game, so I'm not going to waste time on how poor of a game I thought he had regardless. The game for me comes down to Arteta and the players themselves. I think a lot of blame can be put on him, on the manager for his tactics because there was absolutely no creativity in that side. We saw Emil Smith Rowe coming back into the side, who has been really, really, really quiet. Apart from coming on as a substitute, which he's now, I think he scored a couple, maybe 3 goals in four substitute appearances. Gabriel Martinelli, as we all know, is the firecracker in this side. The fact that he was benched, I have no explanation for that. I have no idea why Arteta decided to put him on the bench. Nuno Tavares started at left back, so again we had the Emil Smith Rowe, Nuno Tavares left side of the pitch, which we've seen fail before. And again, I have no explanation for that decision by the manager. I don't know why he decided to do that. Emil Smith Rowe coming off in about the 55th minute during the second half. Gabby came on, was bright, did what he could, but really the game came down to Arsenal getting forward to some degree, only to be isolated, look to pass backwards. I mean, it was spineless, gutless, completely dead, boring, dog shit football from a side that we're supposed to see as this young, creative, talented, and bright future, managed by the youngest manager in the Premier League with, 2 years of managing experience at Arsenal. And there was nothing there that these players showed that really would even warrant a I'm just at a loss for words. The fact that it hurts that Spurs are going to go on to play in the Champions League, and I'm not going to say anything about that. They clearly have the better manager, and when it comes to the squad overall, you look at the likes of Son and Kane, midfield, they have, players I think I would probably not take over. I think I would prefer players like Granit Xhaka over Højbjerg, and Tomiyasu I would prefer. Kieran Tierney I would take over Sergio Reguilon, whatever the fuck his name is. And I need to be careful here because I'm going to go on a tangent and rant, but look, it hurts to see that happen. It's just, I thought I'm only maybe 4 minutes into this video. I thought I had way more. Look, I'm not going to give a single player any credit today. They, apart from maybe the Odegaard and Saka opportunity link up in the first half, maybe it was the second half. I don't even know. I'm making this video purely out of habit at this point, and I have nothing positive to say. Thankfully for me, I will be traveling on Sunday during the game against Everton, and I honestly could not care less at this point. It's not in our hands, and when it is in our hands, time and time again, this team has shown that they are not up to fight for anything. We hear a lot of talk from the manager and from the players about what we need to do, and let's go out and do this, and it's almost like that is enough. They say these things in a press conference, or they come out and post-match and reflect on a loss or reflect on a win, and we're so close, and it's just never enough from this team. I don't think it's enough from the manager. I think the players are letting themselves down and letting the fans down most of all. That's the most important part of this. And I don't believe the manager is going to go anywhere. A lot of people calling for him to be sacked. It's just absolutely ludicrous to think that would happen, and really to even call for it, I think is probably just wishful thinking. You can see how the owners are investing into the manager, and they are behind this project. I know people lose their cool over that word, and they get triggered like little babies about the word project. But if you're too stupid to realize that these owners are backing the manager and his project, then perhaps you should take the next 2 years off of watching Arsenal and pick up knitting or something like that, because obviously he's not going anywhere really anytime soon unless things just get horribly, horribly wrong. And nobody expected Arsenal to be in a top four battle, first of all. Second of all, I think the goal was to get back to the Europa League, which we have done. And obviously progress has been made. He'll have another window this summer to bring in two strikers, a couple more players. Already it seems like we're bringing in a player, Marquinhos from Brazil. Aaron Hickey seems to be almost over the line. Left back from Bologna in Italy. Scottish player, very versatile. Apparently can play both left and right back. So yeah, like I said, wishful thinking for all the morons who think because they send a few mean tweets that Arteta is going to be sacked. He's not going to be sacked. Like I said 100 times this video, the owners are clearly behind this project, and I'm sure that we're going to see a lot more of Arteta on the sideline for at least the next season, again, barring some insanely horrible performances. Really, things couldn't get any worse than they have. I mean, when I go back to a couple of my videos, losing to Palace, Brighton, and Southampton, I said at that point that that's probably seals it. And losing, 0 points out of 3 to teams like that, it doesn't matter when you beat Chelsea or you beat United, because you've already dropped so many points. And I could give a shit about how many, we're third most wins in the league, because it doesn't mean anything for getting a top 4. It shows you progress, I suppose, but in the grand scheme of things, when you want the best players, you need to be playing in the best competition in the world, and that's the Champions League. And I'm not even going to be optimistic at this point in the season. There's one game left. We're 2 points behind fourth place, a team that has to go to an already relegated team, a team that scores goals for fun, really. And look, that's really it. I'm just going to sum it up there. I'm not going to bitch and moan about the referee, who I thought was a complete fucking clown today. Absolutely had no idea what he was doing. Almost there was a point, I will say one thing, when Granit Xhaka brought down, I don't know what his name was. It was a clear foul, clear yellow card. Lacazette must have said something to the referee, and he took the card out and he asked him, he said, "Do you want one as well?" And I just thought that summed up everything about these Premier League referees who make it all about themselves. The referee and I can't remember his name now, who refereed the Tottenham Arsenal game, he made it all about himself. This referee booked Ben White in the first, I think it was the 6th minute, pointing sort of like this, like we saw with Granit Xhaka. I didn't see any whistle blown for a first foul from Ben White. Booked him for a fingernail on Callum Wilson. Joe Linton made 4 fouls in about 6 minutes. And maybe a 5th foul for blocking, for impeding on the free kick. They tried to take the free kick quickly. No yellow card. And again, not that it would have won us the game, but it just shows you the state of the referees in this league, and they're just dog shit. They are trash, and they only care about themselves, making themselves look good. They don't care about. It doesn't seem ever like it's even. When a game of football is being played, the referee should not be noticed whatsoever. And it seems that time and time again they make it all about themselves, and they seem to always be the talking point. I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans will make that point, and they'll want to hark on the Tottenham game and the referee's performance during that. But when it comes down to it, we lost 1-0 against Southampton. We got battered 3-0 at Crystal Palace, and we lost 2-1 to Brighton. We've lost 2-0 here at St. James's Park, and when you're not scoring goals, you're not winning games. And I know, obviously, being left with Eddie Nketiah and Alexander Lacazette is not the answer that we needed, regardless of how bright I think Eddie Nketiah has looked. Yeah, it's just not enough, and I don't want to hear anything about Aubameyang. I just don't want to hear anything about what's happened already. And as far as I'm concerned, this game is in the past, and that's all I'm going to talk about for this video, guys. Look, if you've clicked around at all, if you've made it this far in the video, I do really appreciate it. This is one of the most depressing videos I think I've ever had to make. I will be making a video on Everton, I suppose, although, like I said, I will be traveling. I'll probably buy internet on the plane and watch the game anyway, knowing how I love to make myself suffer, and Arsenal are very good at making sure that happens. So, look, if you have watched any of my videos, you've made it this far, you've clicked around, I do really appreciate you coming onto my channel and having a watch. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. Feel free, vent, say whatever the hell you want, and you can hit me up on Twitter. That's always in the description as well. I do really appreciate it, guys. Like I said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you when I see you.